It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 53 is the mark. All day, dog.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Check. Kill.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Caught here by Griffin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Faking the give, Darnold. The open man is Smith. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Here we go, son. 58, Mike. Ready? Here I come.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Anderson. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I don't think you got it, sir. Check 43. Check her out.
On first down, Thomas gets it to Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Thomas from the gun on third down. He gets it to Thomas. A third down gain of 19.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Thomas. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm trying to collect.
From the gun, Thomas. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First down and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First down, Jets. Inside. 50, it's hot. I'm going to run you, lady. Run you over.
Off of play action, Darnold is going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Darnold. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joe Schobert charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Finding room inside the 40. And down right around the 37.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now left side on the swing pass.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
53 is the mic. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Check 3.
To throw on 3rd down, Thomas. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit. In order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check. 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 Off. 57 to Mike.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Sign 53, Mike. Hello, lady. Slam. Check out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
The Chargers take over.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. To throw is Thomas. Off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here's Thomas, operating from the gun. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. He completes this one to Mack. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
there. But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
36. Check it back. Check it back. Cut. Short. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Get that quarterback.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Check 53. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. If you don't get it,
now Thomas off the play fake. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thomas looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That throw into the arms of Allen. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Gordon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And this is complete. It's Allen. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking to throw. Thomas. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This is Bell. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Benjamin. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 2. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Thomas now from the gun, he'll throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 10-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, come on out here. Come get 3.
Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Darnold down to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Returning, it's Benjamin.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Chargers take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Right, 53 is the mic. Let's go, D.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Gordon. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 37. Check 37.
Thomas operating from the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Offensively. With the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking. Yet
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
3rd and 14.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Echo. 53's the mark.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Quentin Williams. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
2nd and 14. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now Bell able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check nickel.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Let's
Their
go.
own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Thomas. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a gain of 35.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
On 1st down, Bell a 1st down and then some. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. Shoot!
To throw is Thomas. Off play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check. 53's Mike. 53's Mike. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, switch gears. You're out. Check 43. Right out.
Here's Thomas. Off the play fake. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. Exactly.
He's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. You don't want nothing to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number.